Okay, so this is just a quick video on how to prospect a provider, right? So a couple quick questions you should ask them when qualifying them. So there's always going to be a couple things. Pain points that we deal with, quality of the leads aren't good enough, cost of leads are too high, motivation on the sales floor, right? You want to keep that sales floor hot, and there's nothing worse than when a sales floor turns on the lead provider and says the leads are trash, even though, you know, maybe they just got a few bad ones in a row. So motivation is very important, and then the volume that they come in at. At Performance Leads, we set our budgets to have everyone filled out by the 25th of the month. Allows for a couple days to honor some returns. Maybe there's a little bit of carryover, but not a lot, right? When forecasting your month, cutting the check at the beginning for the leads, based on an 8, 10, 12, whatever % closing ratio you're expecting, it's important that you're able to get those leads in so you can get the deals on them. But when prospecting, these are questions that should be easy to be answered or even be able to be looked up just on Google. Incorporation date. Incorporation date of the company, how long it's been around for. There's a lot of fly-by-night lead providers that can throw together a website right now just using some of these AI tools and ultimately be a lead provider with a brand overnight. So always look at when they incorporated. Money under management should be an easy question for an account executive to answer, right? If they are doing several thousand leads a month, they should be, you know, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 under management each month. And they should be able to prove that if they're gonna put their money where the mouth is. And then Google Insights. So Google actually has a page that if you want to find out how they are bidding or what type of money they're spending in that given auction. So if they're operating within the subprime automotive finance space, Google will give them auction insights to show how they are qualifying next to the competition. So if they're not on that list, they're not spending on Google. And then ad libraries. All ad libraries, whether it be on Google or Meta, are public. If they cannot present an ad library to you, something's off. And you should be able to go look it up. It should be really easy to find. So it shouldn't be anything that they're hiding from you. It should be just they'll send it over. And if the argument is that they don't want to give away their proprietary way of doing things, we're not reinventing the wheel. We're just advertising. So they should be able to present that to you. Now, another thing to take into consideration as a dealer, there's good, fast, and cheap leads, okay? You can have two of them. If you want them good and fast, they're not gonna be cheap. If you want them good and cheap, well, they're not gonna come fast. So that's always something to take into consideration. You know, you can always bump up on your month. They may just ask you to pay a little bit more. It's like putting the pedal to the metal, right? As you redline these ad accounts, the costs start to spike up. That's why most lead providers will incentivize you to buy before your lead order is done. So those are just a couple simple questions to ask when prospecting a new lead provider.